What is up, YouTube? Mr. SHR 1995 here with NXT review. So, we kick off the show with the opening segment, which is Titus O'Neil coming out and saying he is not happy with NXT people coming on Raw and stealing his time. And then we get Sami Zayn coming out, who got a huge pop from the NXT crowd, which he always does with the Olay chants, because everyone knows that he's El Generico. It's a well-known fact. Then we get Adrian Neville coming out saying that, well, I should stand up for NXT because I'm the NXT champion. Sami Zayn's not happy about that. So then we get Tyson Kidd coming out, who, by the way, is one of my favorites in NXT at the moment. And he says that they're both losers and that Sami Zayn's a bigger loser because he's not the champion. So then we get William Regal coming out, and he makes them a tag team match in the main event of NXT tonight. So we got Titus O'Neil and Tyson Kidd versus Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn in the main event. Then we get a recap of Fatal 4-Way with the tag team champions beating the Ascension for the tag team championships. So then we get Emma versus Charlotte, and while Charlotte's coming to the ring, we get another recap of NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way where Charlotte beat Bayley, and then Sasha Banks came out, beat up Bayley, and then Charlotte threw Sasha Banks off, and Sasha Banks saying that Charlotte's jealous. And this match was between Emma and Charlotte was, well, your typical diva match, which is not the best, most entertaining thing to watch. Charlotte hits this neck breaker and then hits the natural selection, which is pretty much just a front flip face buster while the opponent's on their knees. She gets the 1, 2, 3. She beats Emma. Then we get Hideo Itami. If I said that wrong, sorry. I'm just used to saying Kenta. One of the biggest Japanese wrestlers there is right now, signed with WWE, versus Justin Gabriel. We all know who's going to win this match before the bell even rung. Hideo Itami wins with his double foot stomp from the top rope. He gets some pretty awesome kicks in there. I mean, his style is kicking. And just a 1, 2, 3 over Justin Gabriel. No big surprise there. Then we get CJ Parker versus the new Baron Corbin, who's in NXT now. He is being built as a powerhouse. His match at NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way against CJ Parker was like 15 seconds. This match was probably about 30, maybe 35. He hits the clothesline and a punch this time. Gets him up for the End of Days, which is the name of his finisher, I guess. Which is pretty much a swinging face plant. Kind of like the Sister Abigail that Bray Wyatt does, but he like picks him up and just flings him face first in the ground. It's one of the most sickest finishers I've ever seen, really. He gets the 1, 2, 3 over CJ Parker again, and Baron Corbin is your winner once again. So then we get another TakeOver recap of Enzo Amore and Big Cass beating Sylvester LaFour and going to cut his hair in the hair versus hair match at the pay-per-view last week. Or special event, whatever you want to call NXT TakeOver. And Sylvester LaFour runs away, so they take his partner and they put the hair removal cream on him, and he becomes bald. And then we get this clip of Enzo Amore in the gym, Big Cass recording as always, and then the chick that gave him the hair cream comes in, and she's just mad because she got fired because she gave him the cream, and now she wants to become a fighter, and she threw the weight balls, or whatever, I think they're called medicine balls, whatever they are, and Enzo dropped them, and that was that segment, pretty much. So apparently maybe get a new diva in NXT, possibly. Okay. So then we get to the main event. We get Tyson Kidd and Titus O'Neil versus Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. And this match was okay. It had some fun moments in it. The first one being when Adrian Neville tags himself in on Sami Zayn. He gets those kicks in, those kicks to the ribs, to the chest, to the legs. A running, uppercut / elbow in the corner, and then the drop kick to the head, and then a standing corkscrew shooting star press. And then Tyson Kidd goes out to the ring. Sami Zayn tagged himself in, and without Adrian Neville knowing. And when Adrian Neville's going to go for that springboard front flip he does over the top rope, Sami Zayn cuts him off and does a split-legged moonsault off the rope to the floor and steals Adrian Neville's thunder. So then, through the rest of the match, Sami Zayn gets a little bit destroyed by Tyson Kidd and Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil hits these 2 sick backbreakers and then just flings them halfway across the ring. When Adrian Neville gets himself tagged in by Sami Zayn this time, he hits a stand-in shooting star press, which is pretty awesome. But once he gets Tyson Kidd where he wants him, he goes for the red arrow, which is his corkscrew shooting star press from the top rope. Sami Zayn's distracting the ref, trying to get in. He hit Titus, who was trying to interfere, and then the referee told him to get on the apron. So Titus O'Neil pushes Adrian Neville off the top rope into Tyson Kidd's knees that are up, face first. And then Tyson Kidd gets this huge roll-up like pin, hooks both of Adrian Neville's legs, gets the 1, 2, 3. And Tyson Kidd and Titus O'Neil is your winners of the NXT main event. They're going up the ramp, they're celebrating, and in the ring you see Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn fighting. So it looks like there may be another Sami Zayn Adrian Neville feud one-on-one. Now, this was a pretty okay show. Nothing like NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way, but not every show is going to be amazing like the every 4-month specials are. I would have liked to see Tyler Breeze. We didn't get to see him, and he was in the main event of the Fatal 4-Way NXT TakeOver. So I wish we would have saw Tyler Breeze and see what he's doing and what he thought about his loss. That didn't happen tonight. So all in all, I'd probably give the show a 6 or 7 out of 10. It was pretty good. The only match I really had a huge problem with was the Divas match between Charlotte and Emma, but that's because it wasn't super exciting. Next week we found out we're going to get a rematch between the Ascension and Lucha Dragon, which is the new tag team name of Sin Cara and Kalisto, for the NXT Tag Team Championships next week, so that'd be awesome. Especially since Hideo Itami may get some revenge and interfere in that match, since the Ascension did attack him after his win tonight against Justin Gabriel. Stay tuned later in the night for my SmackDown review, or possibly tomorrow, if I can't put it up tonight. Till then, stay classy, YouTube. Peace out.